My name is André Hoffmann. I'm chairman of the Marva Foundation and vice chairman of Roche Pharmaceutical, and I am absolutely passionate about the interaction between business, philanthropy, and the future of the planet. I think that in the long term, sustainability will only be achieved if these three groups work together. The reality is that the short-term profit maximization has destroyed the planet. We've gone far too far into concentrating on the short term, and the social system, human systems, and natural system have suffered. Socially, because we don't get on together as well as we should. Humanly, because a lot of talent remains unexploited. And nature, because we are using it in a way that is unsustainable. It's not coming back. We are losing nature every day. Because something that is not sustainable is doomed to disappear. And the word itself contains it. And so we need to make sure that we find a system that will work in the long term. In order to get to this innovation, we will need some courageous individual to act in a way which is not concentrated on short-term profit, but which will contribute to prosperity as a whole. Philanthropist, and I come back to the Greek origin of the word, philanthropos, the love of the man, it strikes me as being the factor, the catalyst who can bring forward this notion. Let's help scientists to come up with new ideas which we can support through philanthropy for it to become part of the common treasury that we can then use to construct this lovely idea of a long-term, sustainable, circular economy on the planet. We have not sufficiently looked at impact. Impact is what we need to understand when we are having any sort of action, be it value creation or be it spending. What we need to think of is the impact that we are having on the natural system, nature as we know it, on the social system, how we interact together, and on the human system, the individuals, you and me. We need to be able to introduce an accounting system which will measure the impact on each one of these worlds, and most importantly, their interaction and dependency. If I take a decision that maximizes the social return, do I also look at the impact it's having on the humans and on the natural world? Only with a coherent use of these three capitals, these three resources, will I be able to produce long-term value, which we will then capture in the financial system. How do we get there? Through innovation. That's a recipe, a leaf I'm taking out of the business world. We progress our businesses through innovation. The same thing should apply to humanity. We will not get where we want to go if we do not have an innovative approach to it. And I can say that with assurance, because what we've done in the past hasn't worked. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this problem. So we need sources of innovation, and there are a couple of places where we can find them. One of them is the Luke Hoffman Institute at WWF, which has received as a brief to create this innovation we are after. My best possible advice would be to say that you need to do something. So you have already reached the journey where you have decided that you want to enter into the subject and take action. How do you take action intelligently? How do you take action in a way that really matters? You do that by sort of seeking new ideas. Innovation is the key to that problem.